Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast.
Easing you in to Monday night.
You guys just missed Gavin's penis. It was just hanging out.
Always, Brandon.
Are you going to start doing radio voice?
No, that was it. Just a little teaser.
Just a little teaser.
And then maybe a little bit of like, oh, yeah.
Every time you do that, I can hear it echo in the control room.
I can't wait for that to be someone's text message alert. Oh, yeah.
I really want to do the binaural podcast just so I can get up and clip.
You keep fucking talking about this.
It would be cool. Let's have it like right in your ear hole.
Yeah. It sounds like work.
No,
it doesn't. Definitely work.
It doesn't?
I would do it. I would take like a couple hours out of my day to do that.
Why?
To actually record it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the setup
It's
thing.
the setup.
I'd show up.
Well, you know.
What? For an hour and a half on Monday night? Yeah, I'd go. I'd be there. That's no problem. I'll make some time.
That's the way it works for me at Rooster Teeth. Things are set up before I get there. I'm not on crew.
Just fucking show up. I'm just going to cut to the chase. What did the dog eat?
Well,
Okay.
explain the story first.
So I had to get on the phone with poison control because our dumb pug ate something she shouldn't have.
And this was a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, this was a couple weeks ago. Let me pull up the picture for it.
You tweeted a picture, I think, right?
Yeah, so my girlfriend and I were like on the bed having like a pretty serious conversation talking about like visa stuff. Mm-hmm. And like, as you guys know, that's like, you know, pretty stressful.
Are you trying to get into the country?
She's trying to stay in the country.
Oh.
Where's she from?
Mexico.
Okay.
Me too, man. Been there.
Yeah. So
You're from Mexico?
I've never been to
the pug's behind us on the ground chewing on a water bottle because she does that. I don't know what it is. She just likes that. And after a certain point, it got really annoying. So I turned to grab it from her. She actually has a bottle of lube. And she's gone through the whole thing. Like, it's not like a big, giant thing of lube. It's like a moderately sized thing of lube.
It's not the Costco size.
Yeah, it's not the Costco, but it is a pretty decent size amount of lube for a pug.
So I'm gonna sidetrack you here for a minute.
Okay.
You tweeted this picture. I remember this picture that you've got the dog. You're sitting on the bed. The dog's on its back, and you're on the phone.
I can't pull up the Apple
and
TV.
there's like 5 bottles of lotion behind you on the nightstand.
It's because of my girlfriend's apartment.
Why do you need 5 bottles of lotion and a giant tub of lube
Girls
next
have
to your
lotion.
bed?
Girls, I will defend
I am
this
married
point.
to a girl who does
Esther
not
is not
have
typical.
5 bottles
not
of
typical?
lotion on the nightstand right next to the bed.
You want me to text her and ask?
Okay.
Are you concocting like the ultimate jack-off formula? It's like 2 part Jergens, 1 part Eucerin.
Women don't use lotion to jack off. Though.
I'm not accusing Paul. I'm accusing him.
Dude, that requires so much work to have him go get the lotion. It's like, I don't need that.
Just spit on it,
shine it up real nice.
right? I don't know.
That is her apartment. That is not all of my lotion. But yes, half the comments were about the undecent amount.
I do have to back her up, though, because girls tend to have just bottles of stuff, of product, whether it's hair stuff or skin stuff. I don't even know how many bottles under my sink of just random products.
Not right next to the bed.
No.
Have you spit on your fair share?
Of penises?
I mean, it was your suggestion.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta use some spit.
It's a practical solution, but you're never like, okay, great.
So
How do you do that, though? Do you go like, and like drip some on, or you just like...
Well, usually you're right up close.
do you,
right.
No. It's a drip.
I'm so happy my parents
Usually
listen.
you're right up close. So that's when you're spitting on it. Interesting. I pictured it as like...
Trying to aim.
Yeah,
Fucking
that sounds like you're gonna like...
just get a straw.
Dollop
take a spitball. So what do you do to a pug that's eating a bottle of lube?
First, I called the vet, and you have to tell them, look, she ate a whole bottle of lube, and then you wait for the pause and the reaction. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's only 3 bottles of
He
lotion.
looks dead. He got stiff.
She was so out. And they're like, we don't know.
Was it flavored?
No, gross. But it wasn't
that would be
water.
gross.
It was like not rubber based, like oil based.
Oil based.
So I imagine that was like murder. Anyway, so they're like, I had to call poison control, which was like $80. Like they charge you before they'll save your dog.
Poison control charges you when you call them?
Yeah.
What is it, like an expensive...
Animal poison control.
Oh, still.
That's
Okay.
But like the crazy thing is, I told them and it wasn't a big deal. Like they were totally cool about it. And then I told them the brand name, and then they were like listing off the different types. Like they had a complete database of lube Because I mean, it's not
Are some more dangerous
inconceivable
than others?
So do they have to just list every liquid that
Yeah.
would be found in a household?
that a dog could get to.
But I imagine it's not dangerous for someone or something to consume lube because of the nature of where it is usually, and how mouths might be in those areas.
Yeah, but they don't expect you to just like eat like an entire bottle of lube. Like I even felt the ground. I was like, how much of the ground is wet right now? And it was all dry. Like she really got in there.
It reminds me of that Simpsons episode where Homer eats the candle so he could eat
Oh,
hot peppers.
right.
And just coat your throat with lube.
So, does the dog just like have the runs for a week?
Oh, it's a couple days, but they're like, you need to try to get her to eat to kind of like balance it out. The only danger was if she threw up, because if you try to throw up lube, apparently you could choke. So
gonna
I
say
can imagine
her-
just all of the dog's food going like,
Flipping right out, yeah.
Just shooting out the dog's asshole.
whoa! Can I admit
So
something?
popular.
okay.
It's 100% true. She ate another bottle of lube 2 days ago.
Are you serious? Stop keeping it in visible areas.
Wait, is that why?
Incompetent.
Is that why the dog? No, you said the dog had parasites.
So you just try to drown the parasites with a bunch
She's
more
not
lube?
having a good. Not having
Stop
a good
leaving
week.
lube out. Put
I
it in a
don't just
drawer.
leave it out. She goes and she like digs
Put
and
it in a
finds it.
drawer.
You're
A
not
dog
burying it, are you?
No.
Yeah, put it in a fucking
it's in
drawer.
like it's in like a little cubby inside.
No.
inside a
Guess
thing
what?
like.
Hang
That
it
doesn't
from the
work.
ceiling fan or something.
Or just in a drawer that dogs can't open with their paws.
The really messed up part is like we have like the same Instacart driver like every week. It's the person who does like our shopping for us. So
Just
to
keep getting
them,
bottles of
they're like, these guys go through so much lube. What do they?
Wait, you order your lube from Instacart?
Yeah, and condoms through Instacart. You don't? It saves me a trip.
But then the person hands it to you, right?
Yeah.
Have you
The
ever-
one time
I've never used Instacart. Like they don't bring it out and like one by one go through a shopping list, do they? Here's your extra
Sometimes-
small condoms.
Sometimes if they
And
don't
you're-
have something, they have to ask you, like to call you and be like, "Are you okay with me replacing this?"
Replace
with
these
this?
with magnums.
they had to replace the condoms once.
Oh my god.
Have you ever ordered just lube and condoms?
No, they charge you more if it's only like a couple things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the delivery fee's higher if it's just.
Is it
like-
really?
If it's under $35, I think it's like $10.
Damn.
And if it's over 35, I think it's like $4 or something for delivery. It's really affordable.
Yeah, I will use it.
Yeah, I love it. Are you more afraid of drowning or burning to death? What's more terrifying to you?
Classic question.
Drowning.
I think burning would be worse.
I think
burning,
after-
I'm like, oh man, I'm burning. This is really
it'd be
hot. But the
painful.
drowning thing is just like, maybe I can get out of this.
But I think once your lungs completely fill with water, you're kind of at peace.
You think?
Yeah, but like people who have drowned and come back to life, they're like, yeah, I was actually okay with it at the time. I mean, I'm not, it's not
It's like
ideal.
you're
do you
underwater,
know?
like, oh, this sucks, but yeah, it's all right.
Well, have you never been
Who do you know
Have you
that's
never been
coming
to
to
Just
life?
sitting like a lazy boy.
No,
like,
that is
all right, this is
something
my
that-
life now. I'm just gonna finish it up here.
But have you never had a situation where you are just ready for death? You're like, I accept death at this point.
No.
Have you?
Yeah, I was on a donkey that ran off, and it didn't have a
Wait,
saddle.
what?
A donkey just took off. I was like, maybe 6, and it was just like, and I was like, I'm gonna die. This is
So you
it.
had a clear concept of death when you
Yeah,
were
no, I was
sick.
like-
At 6
and you
accepted
thought
it.
about your
First,
life.
I went through different stages. I was like, oh God, and I was like, ow, it hurts, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna let go, and I just fell off it.
Did you
Lived.
die?
No, I lived.
Oh, you lived. Okay.
It wasn't even hurt.
What?
I like how you were just like on the other end of the pen, like all the.
It was on a
just like-
beach.
Were you with your family?
It was like the true
Yeah.
story is the donkey took 2 steps and Gavin fell off.
That
But
thing
in
was hauling
6-year-old
ass.
life.
It was hauling anus, dude. At the time when I was 6.
That's a death I'm scared of, like a Reddit death.
Oh.
Like dying in such a bizarre, dumb way that it's going to get on the front page of Reddit and everyone's just going to laugh.
Yes. Like a survival of the fittest kind of thing.
Yeah, the Darwin Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like those were really popular on the internet for a while, and now, I guess you hear about stupid deaths so frequently that it's like,
Oh, I was addicted to 1,000 Ways to Die.
What's that?
It was like this really shitty
was a
show,
show.
like where they had dramatic reenactments of like really fucked up ways people have died, and it was like narrated by Hellboy. What was his name?
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman. So it was like a really like deep and serious voice. One of the stories was this guy who was an alcoholic, but he had like throat surgery, so he couldn't drink. So he had his wife give him an enema of like just pure alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Yeah,
got
that'll do
so
you.
fucked up, he died of alcohol poisoning.
You
So-
don't need much through the anus.
You know?
No.
What would a shot get me?
Well, it's
Yeah, it
because
could
it
kill you,
doesn't
probably.
it doesn't filter through the bloodstream.
Yeah, it
just
goes
goes-
directly into the blood.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no stomach
No
in the way,
filtering.
and liver and all that.
So, what would be the equivalent of a shot? Like half a beer?
Up your butt?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
But I know it's really dangerous.
What's the conversion rate on that?
Yeah.
Butt shot.
Well, there was
Who
that
has a
guy.
bartender's license?
Who was it on Howard Stern who could taste beer with his anus? Like they poured
You
shots.
listen to more Stern than I do, apparently.
They poured little shots of beer. Like there were 4 beers. and he
Don't do
knew-
this, by the way.
He knew all the beers. Like he tasted them.
We don't have to tell people not to do this.
Yeah, we do.
Don't do it. I mean,
But he could name the beers when they were poured into his anus somehow. Like he could get
Like the exact,
taste.
or do you just know it's like a dark beer?
I don't know. I think he named the beers.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it was impressive.
this is
Can't
an
even
ale,
do that with
really?
my mouth. Bud Light?
I mean,
There must be some element of taste in the rest of your body. Like your
I
taste
hope
buds.
there is no element of taste in my asshole. There is.
Well, you can't taste yourself shitting.
Yeah, thank God.
How
Could
would
you? Could this guy?
Well, you might be able to. You just know it's
That's
taste.
a good follow-up question. Could that guy taste his own shit when he was taking a dump?
But it's like if you're in a really stinky room. After a while, you don't smell the room.
Now I'm gonna think about that. Now I'm gonna taste it the next time I'm taking a dump.
Gross.
Now that you got me thinking about it.
It's all connected, right?
Oh God. Did you ever have trouble riding the bus in public school?
I always sat next to a dude who pissed himself a lot. That
Like
was a problem I had.
voluntarily, or was it a
purpose?
I
sign?
don't know. He was like on a podcast or something and fucking couldn't hold his pee. I have memories of this kid peeing
As a
all the
kid?
time.
He would piss on the bus.
Yeah.
What?
I was in kindergarten when that's the only time I ever took the bus, and I sat next
Was
to
that kid who peed himself actually you?
it. Yes. No.
I knew it.
I shit myself once in kindergarten.
Explain.
So when I was in kindergarten, we had bathrooms in the classroom. Like you didn't have to leave the classroom. It's like there's the door where you walk into the classroom. And immediately to the right, there was like a boys' and a girls' bathroom, 2 different doors, and then like the classroom was over here to the left. So if you needed to go to the bathroom, you didn't have to go out into the hall. It was just right there by the door. So I needed to go to the bathroom. I really needed to take a dump. Why am I talking about my dump so much this podcast? I really needed to take a dump. So I went up to the bathroom, and there was someone in there. I was like, oh God, I really got to go. And there was like a little seat, like a little waiting room right in front of it, right? Like a little seat and like a copy of highlights or some shit. So I sat down for a little bit, and I was like, really got to go. And I remember getting up and like walking in a circle in front of the door. I was like, I really got to take a dump. And I was just waiting and waiting, and eventually couldn't wait anymore, so I fucking shit my pants.
See, that's funny though, because that wasn't like a sudden poo. That was, I've run out of time. I'm now gonna poo my pants. And that was a decision you had to make there.
No, it was. I shit the shit out of my pants.
Were you able to hide it?
And no. Well, I mean, I told the teacher like, listen, I shit my pants over here. So she sent me to the principal's office so they could call my mom to
You
come
were
pick
in
me up.
trouble? Oh, I guess they didn't
Yeah.
want to deal with it.
Yeah. So like I go to the office, and I must have stank because they wouldn't let me stay in the office. They like got a chair and put it out in the hallway and told me to wait in the hallway for my
Oh,
mother.
so you sat in it?
Yeah, so I was sitting in it, and I'm like sitting there, I'm all dejected because I just shit my pants. And I remember this older kid just walking down the hall, and I don't know how old he was because I'm like I'm a stupid kindergartner, and he gets in front of me and he goes, and he turns and looks at me and he goes, "Did you?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh," and he just kept walking down the hallway.
So you were just sitting there with like smushed poo in your
Yeah,
pants.
I was sitting there with like fucking compressed shit in my pants.
Why are you getting sick? You shat your pants too.
I had an issue in
And to this day, I'm still like,
it's a smushed shit bit.
to this day, I'm still really paranoid about like needing to go to the bathroom and not being able to go. Like,
So like that pre-podcast dump you had to take was one of a very traumatic
yes,
moments of your life.
Very traumatic.
when I was in junior high, I could not make it all the way to the bathroom. And when I finally got in there, I was like, oh man, I can't. I mean, I would be eaten alive. That would be like the story for the next like 10 years. So I cleaned up, and then I had my underwear, and I couldn't do anything. So I rolled it in a ball and like threw it in the corner, and then immediately ran out. And as soon as I was running out, there was a custodian that went inside. And then like later that day, I passed by the same custodian, and they gave me like the most evil eye in the world.
Because they had to clean up your
Yeah.
underwear.
They don't know it was yours.
Grab it. I was the only one in there.
You could have been in there when you got in there.
Oh man, I must have totally gave it away with my face. She totally knew.
You got to think. You got to be diabolical.
Yeah, I know.
Did
Next time.
Did I ever tell you the story of the kid that shat in the corner of our
Was it
classroom?
you?
No. I think it was the 3rd or 4th grade, there was a kid that was causing a ruckus and being like just a little asshole in class. And he kept asking to leave and the teacher wouldn't let him. I forget why. She was just being a bitch as well. And he was making such a fuss about it that she put him in the corner. And he ended up just shitting in the corner. Like he pulled down his pants and took a shit in the corner of the classroom. Not in his pants, not anywhere that he could just go get cleaned up, but in the corner of the classroom.
That's how you do it, though.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're gonna shit, you should make it look like, you know, making a statement.
I wish I had the foresight in kindergarten to take my pants off and just have taken the dump there.
But then you risk someone seeing poo coming out of your anus.
Which is the grossest thing.
Which that's the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's true, but then I wouldn't have had smushed shit in my pants.
Then they would ask you what it tastes like.
Yeah, but it's below you. How are they going to see it?
It's true. Just get low.
You're like on a balcony.
Well, the anus comes out a little, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's like where you orient yourself. At our old office downtown, I remember walking through the parking lot that was literally next to the building, and there was just homeless woman just like squatting down, and I was just like watching this shit fall, and I was like, we need to move.
You know when you talk about something so much that you can start to smell it? That's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Do we have,
Do we have sound?
I don't know if we have sound.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why the internet was invented.
Oh!
Everybody? No?
All right, that's enough. That's
Is
enough.
that
We don't have to
real?
watch
Is
the
that
whole
sound
thing.
real?
Yeah, it just keeps going. I love you. Bye.
Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast.
A podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. Podcast. Hey, podcast. Podcast.
Love.